Hey gang, I'm Paul with Sledpack. Welcome back to our channel. Today, Jordan and I are 2,100 miles away from home in Birch Bay, Washington, just 10 miles south of the Canadian border. And we're at this home today that is owned by my daughter's fiance. He lived here with a couple of his friends. They were kind of rough on the place. It needs some TLC. They gave us a call and said, hey, can you come help fix it up? We said, sure, we're on a plane, we'll be there. Now, we only have 9 days to do this. Today is Wednesday. Next Friday, we're on a plane back to Louisiana. And Jordan and I didn't bring anything as far as tools, not even a screwdriver. The nearest town is about 30 minutes away, so whatever we don't have, we're gonna go buy or rent. And if we forget something, we're gonna burn 1 hour that day. So we really have to be on the ball, make sure we get everything we need to get this project done. So let's go inside and check it out. Right inside is the living room. Now this house has a concrete perimeter wall with a raised foundation. We never see this in the house, but all the ductwork is under the house for the heating and the air conditioning. You can see they've already done a lot of work. Got a big pile of pad right here. All this was carpeted. They've already removed all that and the tack strip and the baseboard, because we're gonna be putting in new baseboard, and actually we're gonna be changing all this casing because there's actually not too many doors, and it's gonna really give it a modern look. You can see a lot of the walls have these DIY repairs. We're gonna fix all that. Looks like there was some kind of drink spilled on this wall. We're not gonna paint the ceilings, they're okay, but everything from walls down is all gonna get painted, and we have a beautiful floor we're gonna put in here. So right here is the kitchen breakfast area. And why don't we start right here in the corner? The refrigerator's gone, it was trashed, so they got all new appliances, new refrigerator, range, and dishwasher. I have right here a piece of the flooring. It is sheet vinyl glued to particle board. And the reason for that is this particle board gives you a nice smooth surface that won't telegraph through the sheet vinyl. If you were to put the sheet vinyl directly on this subfloor, all these seams and nails and the texture would show through. So the first thing we have to do is remove that. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit. You can see right here, these cabinets were originally, they had a natural finish and they were painted. But look, they didn't even paint the toe kick down here. They never do. Nope, so we're gonna fix all that. We're gonna put tile backsplash back here. It's gonna be beautiful. My wife already picked all that out. We think we're gonna leave these counters to be determined. We'll see what happens there. As you come over here in the breakfast area, you have a nice view of the backyard, and that's actually a bald eagle sanctuary, something we never see in the South, so that's cool. In fact, we saw one on the road yesterday coming in just right above the interstate. It was beautiful. And as we come over here on this side, got a little shelf for the microwave. The pantry's right here. They already took the doors off. And this hallway leads back to 3 bedrooms and 2 baths. Let's go check it out. Off to the left right here, we have bedroom number 1. I'd say it's about 8 by 9. Beautiful view of the backyard. These are the closet doors. For some reason, they've become delaminated. We're just simply gonna glue those back together, and all these doors get painted. And if you look right here, Jordan, looks like this door jamb got kicked in, huh? Look at that.
Oh, wow.
We're gonna fix that. And then all this natural wood that's just varnished or coated with polyurethane, we're gonna paint all that, so it'll look brand new. Over here on this windowsill, check out that damage. Looks like somebody put a cold beer there during a party and it sweated and got it wet. We're gonna sand that down. But you know, the more I fool with this, Jordan, I don't even know if that's real wood, dude. I don't know what that is. Some kind of plastic. I hope we can paint it. Nice closet here. Remember, we got the doors, but we already took them down. Let's head back here to the hallway. Got a little linen closet there. Another one here with some bifold doors. And here's the corner bedroom. Little closet, a little smaller than that other one. I'd say this is about 8 by 8. It's pretty small. This is bathroom number 1, the hall bath. 1-piece fiberglass tub shower unit. They already pulled the toilet, and they've already started to take up this particle board that we showed you in the kitchen. But we're gonna make a nice smooth cut here. We're gonna show you that later. Let's go in the master bedroom. All right, this room is pretty big. It's probably 11 by 12. Again, nice master closet, view of the side yard, and it's got a bathroom right here. Here's what the floors look like before we tear them up. Just again, sheet vinyl on that particle board. Same shower and little sink. Just a quick update in here. So that's a quick tour of the living area of the house. Why don't we go check out the garage? It's pretty cool. All right, here's the garage. Typical 2-car garage. They had a little fun with the paint. We got blue, black, red, and a gray ceiling. And as you can notice right here, they've been on the ball. We already have all our flooring and our appliances stored here. We are ready to go. This will be a pretty easy project to paint. We're just gonna move everything out, and I think we're gonna spray this, right, Jordan?
Yeah, we got a new sprayer that we got, so we're excited to try the X5. We have the X7 back at home.
That's right, we just bought the X5 this morning.
Yep.
Well, Rad did. And speaking of Rad, this is the third member of Stud Pack team this week. My future son-in-law. What's up, man?
Psyched you guys are here. We're gonna have fun, get a lot of work done. Let's do it.
We're ready. Well, now that we got you caught up to speed and you met Rad, let's go inside and we'll show you the first order of business. All right, gang, first order of business is this kitchen floor. The plan is to put new laminate flooring right on top of this and extend it into the kitchen, so it all needs to be the same level. But we've got this floor here, this vinyl on top of that particle board like we showed you before. So it all needs to come up. So the problem is they put the particle board down first in the entire kitchen before the cabinets were installed, and the particle board is just nailed down. It comes up pretty easy once it's loose. And so the problem is the cabinets were installed on top of the particle board. Now obviously, we're not gonna rip out all these cabinets just to rip up the particle board and reinstall the cabinets. So we have to make a cut right here and then make a special tool for that. It's called a toe kick saw. We're able to go to an awesome rental place in that little town we told you about. They had this for like $35 a day. And this is a Crane model 337. And from what we read, Jordan, you can even use it this way and undercut a door, right?
Yeah, that's a cool tool. We might have to get one of those ourselves when we
Yep.
get back home.
Full disclosure here, gang, I have never used one of these, so the first trigger pull you see me do will be my first, and it's gonna be like real world. And I think my plan is I wanna cut around this little cabinet first and see how it goes, get a feel for the machine. If all goes well, we'll pull the dishwasher and the range, because we have to cut around all of these also. So I think it's time to get going. I got my safety glasses, something to kneel on. You ready to give it a try?
Are you ready to give it a try?
I am. I'm actually kind of excited about this.
Yeah, man.
This thing doesn't look like it's ever been
It
used
looks like
very
it's
much.
right out of the box.
Right out of the
From a
box.
rental yard.
Yep.
Go wash it.
All right, let's just go for it.
Let's go.
Cool. Look at that. Now, that's as close as I can get to the corner. We don't have our favorite buzz saw with us, so I think I'm just gonna use an old beater chisel and finish that off. We'll be good to go. Why don't we try this section under the toe kick? And that's what this thing was designed for. Reach right under there and flush cut it. And I also noticed you can get a diamond blade for this. If you have a tile floor, you can cut that tile right there. Like, this thing is awesome. It's got a depth gauge here. I'm perfect on my depth of cut. Has tremendous amount of power. It went right through that particle board. And I'm feeling good about that, man. I say we just keep going. Let's pull that dishwasher, this range, and cut all these cabinets. Now the plan is we're gonna have baseboard right here. No quarter rounder shoe. But we will have quarter rounder shoe around the cabinets because we can't get the floor that close to it. So what do you say we get these appliances out of here and finish cutting that toe kick?
And then we're ripping up the floor, huh?
That's right.
Let's do it. We got 3 guys.
Let's do it.
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Hey.
Nope. Oh, it's in the wall, dude.
Nice.
It's hardwired, Dad.
Oh, hardwired, great.
Hardwired.
All right, so I was looking under the sink for the cord for the dishwasher. It wasn't there. So I figured, well, maybe it's plugged into the wall behind the dishwasher. It wasn't there either. So this thing is hardwired. I guess that's the code up here in Washington. So we turn the breaker off and let's disconnect it underneath.
Done. Yeah, good.
We'll do it.
Did it work?
All right, we got this whole kitchen done fast, guys. With Rad's help, it went super quick. Now, if you come down here and look, in the field, the staples are about 10 inches apart, but on the perimeter, they're like 4 to 6 inches apart. Once we got the perimeter loose, the rest came up pretty easy. Rad's a great help. We may have to bring him back on the airplane with us, dude, kidnap him or something. So we're gonna come back tomorrow, pull all these staples and clean this floor really well. And if you come down right here, you can see what a good job that saw does, especially around this end panel for the dishwasher. And all we have to do after we pull the staples is get the chisel and clean up these inside corners. Take a look at this one over here. You can get a really good shot. What a nice job that saw does, and why we had to do it, because now you can see the cabinet sitting directly on top of there. The master bath was the exact same process. We got that done. So we're gonna go have a nice dinner, get some rest, and we'll see you tomorrow. Alrighty gang, it's the next day. We got an early start. Sun's out today, a little cloudy here in northern Washington, but hopefully it'll be a little warmer. You saw us yesterday remove the particle board flooring from this kitchen and the 2 bathroom areas. So what we wanna do today is remove all these staples and get this floor covered with the plastic. So tomorrow morning, there'll be 6 of us here. We can lay the whole floor in this whole house. But right now, Rad is at the dump, getting rid of all that trash from yesterday, including the dishwasher. So Jordan, why don't you and I each get a pair of pliers and see if we can pull all the staples out before Rad gets back.
Let's do it, man. You ready?
Yep. All right, that was super quick with 4 people on these staples, and you saw me with a hammer and a chisel cleaning up the inside corner. Remember guys, I don't have my buzzsaw. The buzzsaw would have made that super quick, but it's done, came out great, and this is ready for plastic and ready for floors. One thing we're gonna do, we're gonna update all the casing. We're replacing all the baseboard anyway, so we thought, why not change the casing to match, update it to a nice modern look. So we're gonna remove all this stuff. It must have come pre-finished from the factory. There's no caulk joint right here. If there was, you would want to take a utility knife and make a cut right there, but these things come off real easy. I'm gonna start down here low so I don't damage the drywall up here above the baseboard. Pop that off. Then I'm actually gonna switch sides so I'm not on the drywall at all, and just pop it off. There we go, super easy. Looks like finger jointed pine with some kind of factory applied finish. Pretty neat, but our new casing is gonna make this place look awesome. So I'll finish this doorway and we have 9 more to do. Let's get it done. All right, all the casing is removed, got all the nails pulled. Rad and the girls are busy sanding and priming all the rest, but we have to fix this one first. Check it out, looks like this got kicked in at the bottom. We're simply gonna glue it with some wood glue. Got some clamps, we're gonna clamp it together. Easy.
This one's hardwired too. Hardwired.
Is it these teeth or what? What's going on?
It's not the greatest saw in the world.
Well, I know you're supposed to make long strokes,
Yeah,
but I
we
can't.
won't.
I literally can't. Dude.
Right.
I don't know how they used to build houses that way. They used to build whole houses just like that.
Yeah, that's not the right saw for this, but we got it. Remember, we don't have all our stuff. All right, we don't have enough clamps to properly clamp this whole section, so we cut this board in half. We're gonna do that with the clamps. All right, that looks great. Once this is painted, you'll never know that this thing was split. And see how we use those 2 boards to put even clamping pressure all along the door jamb right here? But that's cool. That project is done. I heard my daughter just say that the new kitchen exhaust hood is being delivered today. I think we got to take down the old one, huh?
Yeah, let's
check it out. Well, did that fall? It's already coming down. Easy. All right, what's next? Just disconnect the electric?
It's hardwired again, yeah.
All right.
So
let's turn off the circuit and disconnect that.
All right. I'm gonna turn off all.
Okay. Oh, ground got hooked, right?
All right. The dump. Oh yeah.
All right, the hood's down. That was super easy. Just a few screws and a couple of wire nuts. Now my daughter did say she bought a ductless hood. In other words, it recirculates the air into the kitchen. I'm not a fan of those. And this one's ducted right here with a nice 6-inch duct all the way through the roof. I don't know what she was thinking. I gotta have a talk with that girl. Maybe we can retrofit it when it gets here. We'll check it out. But while we're right here, we noticed that this cabinet door is way too high. See it way up here? It's actually hitting this crown molding and it's gouging it over here. And while I have the door open, you can see why. We think they stripped out these holes here and they just raised the whole door up. So I went out to the hood we just took off, cut off a little bit of the wire. And this is a trick that works sometimes. Put it right in there and that screw will grab onto that and basically make that hole so it's not stripped anymore. Let's give it a whirl.
Let's try it.
All right. That's exactly what happened, huh?
Yep.
All right, that worked great. Look at that. Not hitting the crown anymore, just like it was supposed to be. And those screws held really well. I mean, this thing is impacting, so we know they're tight. Good little hack for you. If you don't have any dowels or glue or toothpicks, use a piece of wire. So while we're working right here in the kitchen, I think this is the tile we've decided on for our backsplash. Go all along here. But we have to remove this little piece of plastic laminate. So let's see if we can do that without damaging this sheetrock too much.
Yeah, send it.
It hopefully is just glued on. There we go. Feels like contact cement. Yep. And that's fine. That'll all get covered by our backsplash. All right, let's remove all that, do the bathrooms, and get some lunch. Alrighty gang, we removed all the old plastic laminate splash, super easy. And while we're here, and while we have our shopping list for tonight, let's go ahead and measure for backsplash tile. It's super easy. We need to know the square footage. I know it's 6 feet from that corner to right here where the refrigerator starts. And I'm just gonna call it 18 inches or 1.5 feet. 6 times 1.5 feet. I need 9 square feet for this wall. Now we will need a few more tiles to go up to the bottom of our hood. But on this wall, we're gonna count all of this where the window is. So this extra tile we can use over by the hood, plus it gives us a little extra for any breakage. So let's measure this wall, multiply that times 1.5, and then we'll know how much tile we need for this whole section. Alrighty gang, we got all the tile measured for the backsplash in the kitchen. While we have our tape measures out and our list out, we also measured for all our casing around the doors and all our baseboard. Now usually when I run casing, it comes in 17-foot lengths. That way one piece will do one side of most doors. The stuff we're using, 7-foot long. So we need 5 pieces for each door frame to do both sides. The baseboard we're using, usually I order 16-footers for my trim company, but Home Depot just has 12-footers in the profile we need. So it's all gonna be 12-footers. And I think even with that, there'll only be 3 or 4 butt joints in the whole house.
Well, we make our joints look awesome.
Yep, you won't even see them.
Right.
So before we run to the store, there's one more thing we want to do today. We want to arrive tomorrow ready to lay floors. So we're going to put down the vapor barrier in the whole house. This roll right here is 10 feet wide. This room's just over 11. So one big piece, one little strip, and then the other 2 bedrooms, one full sheet will cover those. Get that hallway done, the kitchen, the living room, and we are out of here. We got our tools over there, we got our material, we got the manpower, got the energy, so let's knock this out. Alrighty gang, it is only 3:30 this afternoon, but we feel like we've been working 12 hours. We got so much done today. We had 5 people, and tomorrow I have a brother in the Seattle area. He's driving up here. He's bringing us a table saw from one of his friends, a miter box, a buzz saw, all kind of stuff, so we don't have to go rent it. That's gonna be totally awesome for us. We're gonna save Rad and Summer a ton of money. So remember, we went from all that particle board and that vinyl, ripped it all up, pulled up all the staples, cleaned up, and put this vapor barrier down. So now we are ready for that laminate flooring tomorrow. It's gonna be awesome. So check this out, guys. I think you need to go to the rental yard, rent yourself a toe cake saw, trim perfectly around that like button and cover it with some vapor barrier, and then punch that like button for us. Jordan and I really appreciate that. Drop us a comment down below, ask a question, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do that for us. We'd super appreciate it, and we will see you tomorrow.